Okay, we're going to talk about writing mixed numbers as improper fractions. We're going to use the fraction 2 1/4. First of all, I want to model 2 1/4. I want to draw a picture of it. So we'll start by drawing a rectangle. That will represent one whole when I'm finished. And this will represent one whole. So I'll go ahead and shade that in. So I shade in the whole rectangle. So I have two holes. Now I need to go and model the 1/4. So I draw a picture of the rectangle. My denominator says, hey, break that into 4 pieces. So I'm going to break my whole into 4 pieces. My numerator says, shade in one of those pieces. So this model right here represents 1/4. So you can see we have 2 holes and 1/4. When we are rewriting mixed numbers as improper fractions, the thing that we need to do is find out how many fourths that we have in our 2 holes. How many fourths do we have in our 2 holes? Most of the time, what teachers will tell students to do is you'll see them do something like this, and they'll say multiply the 4 times the 2 and you get 8. Well, I want to see where that 8 comes from. Our denominator is telling us we need to break our fraction bars into 4 pieces. So I want to take our 2 holes and I'm going to break those into 4 pieces. There's one of them. There's 2 of them. So now when we go back and look at this, instead of having one whole bar, now what we have is 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 fourths. And here, instead of having one whole bar, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 fourths. So what we're saying is one whole can be expressed as 4 fourths. And notice that we have 4 fourths on the top and 4 fourths on the bottom. Those two together, we have 8 fourths. That is where that 8 comes from. That's why we can take 4, multiply it times 2, and get 8. We're taking our 2 holes and breaking them into 4 pieces each. 2 holes broken into 4 pieces each means we have 8 pieces. And that's what our model represents. The next thing that teachers tell their students to do is take the 8, add it to the 1, and you get 9. 9 what? 9 fourths. Well, why are we adding that 8 to that 1? Well, we know where the 8 came from. Where does our 1 come from? It comes from the 1/4 down in that bottom portion of our model. So we have 8 fourths plus that 1/4. So we have 9 total fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 what? 9 fourths. So I want to, one more time, look at what a lot of times teachers ask their students to do. They tell them multiply the denominator times the whole number. 4 times 2 gives us 8. That 8 comes from breaking those 2 holes into 4 pieces each. And then we take that 8, add it to our numerator, we get 9. That 1 comes from the 1/4 that we modeled down here at the bottom. So that's 9 what? Well, it's 9 fourths. 2 1/4 can be written as 9 fourths.